Hi guys, so this is my official review and room tour of the Aqua Mirage Club Hotel in Marrakesh. Firstly, before I get into the review and the tour, I've been shooting an episode out here for my web series called 4 Idiots. So if you do enjoy this video and want to find out more, including, you know, getting to see all of the excursions that were done and everything here that were done at the hotel, and also including how we actually got this holiday for so cheap. If you want to see that, then please check out the episode. I'll link it in the description and I'll be playing a clip there. But yeah, firstly, my overall impressions and opinion on this hotel is fairly positive. It's good value for the money that was spent. I'm happy with what we've got in return for it. It's not, it's not an absolutely brilliant hotel. It's not a 5-star hotel, but it is good. I like it. There's negatives and there's positives, which I'll get into. But firstly, I'm gonna start with the room tour. The rooms are pretty standard, but because the hotel is actually only about 3 years old, I think, they are nice and modern, as well as the rest of the hotel, actually. Excuse all the shit, including a unicorn and a horse mask. But yeah, we've got an adjoining room because I'm staying with mates, which is another positive thing, actually. But yeah, you've got double bed and another single bed in this room that we're staying in. You've got TV, you've got a fridge there. There is wardrobe there. I think there's a safe in here. Yeah, there's a safe in there. Now, the bathroom situation isn't the best. You've got a really small little toilet thing in here, and then a sink in here, and then the shower. The shower, it really isn't big. Like, if you're someone who's, I mean, I'm not even particularly tall really, but I mean, if you're someone sort of my size, trying to just sort of wash your feet and that in there is a little bit challenging. It would be nicer if it was bigger. But I mean, like I say, the rooms, it's a fairly new hotel, so the rooms are nice and modern. Everything works. And then if you come out onto the balcony, we've actually got a really nice view from where we're staying. It's pretty small balcony, but like I say, they are like really nice, visually appealing. Obviously you can see the rest of the hotel here. That is the adult pool down there. Obviously you've got the water park over there. Down there is the main pool, where they do sort of all the entertainment. You've got all your animation team down there. There's 4 accommodation blocks. There's 1 over there, and then I'm in 2, and then you've got 3 and 4 there. It is a fairly big complex. It's just filled with a lot of sort of gardens and stuff like that. And yeah, the water park is over there. That is good, especially seen as obviously you don't have to pay with it. It's included in the price of what you pay for the hotel. It's got some fairly good rides. It's nothing absolutely mind-blowing, but it's not rubbish. It is really good, considering it is included with the price. Over there you've got the entrance and sort of main reception area of the hotel. There's a gym there, and also over there you've got your money exchange place and the shop. Obviously if you come to Morocco, the Moroccan dirham is a closed currency, so you actually have to exchange when you're out here, as opposed to exchanging beforehand in the country that you're coming from. But they have got an exchange shop over there, as well as a normal shop as well, just for buying odd bits of stuff. Over there's also a sports bar club thing. It's not brilliant. There's some shisha stuff in there, and like as I say, of a night it turns into a nightclub, but it's not a particularly great nightclub. They just sort of play a few tunes and you can get up and dance, sort of thing. And there's also like a big hall over there where I think a lot of like your reps and meetings and stuff like that will take place. So going back to the room, the other negatives apart from the size of the shower is the noise that the aircon system makes. If you're trying to get to sleep and you've got the aircon on, it can be a little bit difficult because the sort of motion of it turning, I guess, makes a lot of noise. And there's also not particularly much sort of cover under the door, stopping noise coming in from the corridor. But other than that, I think there's not much else really to say negative wise about the room. It's pretty good, it's pretty standard, it's nice and modern. Moving on to the food and the restaurants and all that, and the buffet, it's decent, but it's not absolutely brilliant. The buffet some nights can be incredibly busy. There is 99% of the time a queue to get pizza. There is also a queue to get ice cream as well, because the ice cream isn't actually a buffet, it's someone who stands and gives you it. There's not a lot of English and American food. If you go down for breakfast, I think the only things you can get that are part of an English breakfast are fried eggs and possibly tomatoes. They do sausages, but they're obviously not pork, given that we're in Morocco. If you love your English breakfasts, you're going to be disappointed. Other than that, the breakfast stuff is alright. Lunch stuff is very similar to the evening stuff. Like I say, there's not a lot of English and American stuff. Like if you're expecting hot dogs and burgers, that's not really probably what you're going to get. There is some really nice traditional Moroccan food here. I mean, I'm assuming it's, obviously I'm not Moroccan, but there is a lot of nice Moroccan food here. So if you're wanting to try some Moroccan food, then there's some nice food at the buffet. There's some quite good Italian stuff as well. The pizzas are actually really nice if you wait in the queue for them. And the desserts are also really nice. They're really well presented. Service and drinks wise in the restaurant, it's not brilliant. There's not really a lot of choice with drinks, and sometimes the drinks machines, aren't working or they haven't been refilled. And the service is alright, but it's not brilliant. I haven't been in the other restaurant, because there is a restaurant where I think you get one free meal at it, and then the other times you've got to pay. I actually don't even know where that is, and we haven't been to it. I believe it does like a steak night and a Moroccan night. There's a bar by the main pool, and there's also another bar which is kind of like attached to the same building that the buffet restaurant's in. And then next to that you've got your main entertainment stage, which is on every evening. I'm not really interested in all that stuff. I'm not that the type of guy that's going to sit there and watch it, but from what I've seen, it is good. They seem to sort of change the display and have like a different setup on stage each night, and they'll have like different themes, and they'll sometimes have different acts on. You've obviously got football and basketball courts as well, and then the water park and the pools. So there's a lot to do here entertainment wise, and that is definitely a positive. The staff here are alright, there's nothing really negative I could say. The security is really good actually. There's a lot of security on the gates and patrolling the whole grounds. It feels really safe when you're in the hotel and going around the complex. Like I mentioned at the start, there's a lot of excursions that you can do here, some really good ones, as well as actually going into Marrakesh itself. There's a shuttle bus from the hotel which leaves at 9 in the morning and comes back at 6 at night. That's for free. It is hourly, so you can, get it, 10, 11, 12, 1, whatever, but you do have to pay for that. It's only free at 6 in the morning and 9 at night. But if you don't get it at those times, the price of a ticket, I think, is only about 20 dirhams, which is less than £2. I think other than that, I think the only stuff I haven't covered is general stuff like Wi-Fi and all that stuff. Basically, you've got a free Wi-Fi zone down by the main pool and the bar area there. That stretches just to the end of the blocks, well, just the end of my block, which is block 2, and it sort of stretches into the restaurant. That is a really rubbish connection actually, because there's so many people using it that it's just really slow at loading things. If you're uploading something, it's actually not too bad, but the download speed of it is really, really bad. If you want Wi-Fi in the rooms, you do have to pay. I don't believe it's too much. You'll get a towel card when you come into the hotel, and these are the towels that you'll get from the towel booth. You just hand the card in there and then get your towels. If you want to change, you can go and change it. Rooms are cleaned whenever you want. Obviously if you put the do not disturb sign on the door, they won't come in. If you leave that off, they'll come in every day and clean the room, give you new towels and all that stuff. When you come to Morocco, you'll need to fill out one of these forms. If you're with Thompson or someone like that, they will actually probably give you them prior to the airport, so you don't have to fill them out at the airport. The queue to get through customs, actually like into Morocco at the airport, was really bad. I think it took an hour to get through. I'm just trying to think of what else I haven't covered. If there is any questions that you have, please do leave them in the comments and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Please check out 4 Idiots, my web series, and this episode that I've been filming out here. It will probably give you a much better idea of what it's going to be like when you come here than what this video has. So yeah, thanks for watching this. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share if it's useful, and I'll see you in my next video.